Hello, dear students. Myself, Dr. A.K. Mishra. I am Professor and Head Department of Chemistry, Government Nagarjuna PG College of Science, Raipur. Today, I am going to explain the topic cardiography in part 1, which is under the chapter cardiovascular drugs in your syllabus of 4th semester, paper 2nd, unit 4. In my previous lecture of anatomy of heart, I have already explained how and from where the electrical impulses are generated in the heart, and that portion is SA node, sinoatrial node, which is located near the coronary sinus in right atrium. So actually SA node is the point from where the electrical impulse is generated and is transmitted to the auriculoventricular node. This electrical impulse are spreaded over to the ventricle side through bundle of His and Purkinje fibers. Here the two things are very important, that heart and body. Heart is a portion, is an organ which creates, originates, initiates the electrical impulses or electrical potential, which is dipole in nature. And the body in which the heart lies acts as volume conductor. So these electrical impulses is spread over the body, and it is very interesting and important to note that if we place appropriate electrode on the body, then this electrical potential can be recorded. So ECG is nothing, it is the record of electrical impulse generated by the heart through the electrode. So these electrical impulses, when spread over the body, it is very interesting that because the different part of the body are not in the equal distance from the heart, so definitely the potential will not be the same. So if you place different electrode at different part of the body, so you can imagine that several record of electrical impulses can be recorded. So in this topic of electrocardiogram, here it should be very much clear the terminology of this chapter. The one is electrocardiography, the other one is electrocardiograph, and the last one is electrocardiogram. What are these? Let us discuss one by one. Electrocardiography is a technique by which the electrical activities of the heart are studied. The spread of excitation through myocardium produces local electrical potential. This causes flow of small currents through the body, which acts as volume conductor, as I have told you. These small currents can be picked up from the surface of the body by using suitable electrodes and recorded in the form of electrocardiogram. What is electrocardiograph? Electrocardiograph is an instrument, is a device, is a machine by which the electrical activity of the heart are recorded. And ECG, electrocardiogram, is actually the record or graphical registration of electrical activity of the heart. It is summed electrical activity of all the cardiac muscle fibers recorded from the surface of the body. So these are the technical terminology. You should be familiar with that. So this technique was actually discovered by a Dutch physiologist, Antoine William, who is considered the father of ECG. Now at the second step, I would like to explain, prior to the electrocardiographic leads, some ECG grid is important. What is the ECG grid? Actually, the paper that is used for recording of ECG is called ECG paper. I will describe this thing in detail. In my second lecture, I will explain all the details about that. What is ECG paper? What are the different graphs, PQRST, in my second lecture of ECG. So actually the paper that is used for recording ECG is called ECG paper, and the electrocardiograph or ECG machine amplifies these electrical signals produced from the heart and records these signals on a moving ECG paper. ECG grid refers to the marking or lines on the ECG paper. You understand? ECG grid refers to the marking or lines on the ECG paper. As far as line is concerned, the ECG paper has horizontal and vertical lines at regular interval of 1 millimeter. So every fifth line means every 5 millimeter line is thickened, darkened in the ECG paper. Now come to the very important point of this chapter, electrocardiographic leads. So this is the thing that you should know carefully. As you know very well that ECG is recorded by placing series of electrodes on the surface of body, and these electrodes are called ECG leads and are connected to the ECG machine. The electrodes are fixed on the limbs, and that limbs are usually right arm, left arm and left leg are chosen for this purpose. In 12 lead ECG, the leads are classified in two categories. The first one is bipolar lead and the second one is unipolar lead. So the bipolar lead is also known as standard limb lead. This is bipolar in nature, and the unipolar nature of two type I will discuss later on. This is augmented and chest lead and limb lead. So we'll discuss it later on. Standard limb lead. What are these? So bipolar leads are otherwise known as standard limb leads. Two limbs are connected to obtain these leads, and both the electrodes are active recording electrode. Active recording electrode means one electrode is positive and the other one is negative. So there are three standard limb leads: limb lead 1, limb lead 2 and limb lead 3. So here I have presented the three limb leads in a tabular form. Just have a look. That is given in the table, and how they are connected, it is given here. So in that way, this is the limb lead 1. The positive terminal is connected to the left arm and the negative one is connected to the right arm. So you can say the potential difference or the voltage difference I is equal to LA minus LR. LA matlab left arm and RA means right arm. The second limb lead is connected to the left leg and right arm. The potential difference I can be known by LL minus RA. This is the abbreviation of left leg and right arm. Limb lead 3, that is left leg and left arm. So the potential difference of third limb can be find out by subtracting LL minus LA. So these are the different positions. I have given diagrammatic representation also to know how these leads are connected. Now here you see, this is limb lead 1, this one is limb lead 1, this one is limb lead 2, and this one is limb lead 3. In limb lead 1, the positive terminal, this one, is connected to the left arm, while the negative portion is connected to the right arm. In limb lead 2, the positive terminal is connected to the left leg, while the negative terminal is connected to the right arm. In the third limb lead, the positive terminal is connected to the left leg, while the negative terminal is connected to the left arm. So this is the sequentially representation how the three limbs lead are connected, and here it makes a triangle. You see here, this makes a triangle like that, and by structure you know that this is equilateral triangle and heart is placed here in between. There the heart is said to be in the center of this imaginary equilateral triangle drawn by connecting the roots of these three limbs, and this triangle is called Enthoven's triangle. So the electrical potential generated from the heart appears simultaneously on the root of these three limbs. Okay, and Enthoven has proved that by knowing the potential of lead 1, this is lead 1 and any of the two leads, the third potential can be drawn, like lead 1 and lead 3 potential is known, so you can find out the potential of lead 2. Here the sign is negative because it is attached in the reverse direction, so you can say lead 1 plus in the reverse direction of lead 2 plus lead 3, the potential is equal to 0. So this is known as Enthoven's law. Now at the next point, here are the unipolar leads. Here one electrode is active electrode and the other one is an indifferent electrode. What is active electrode? Active electrode is actually positive electrode, and the indifferent electrode is serving as a composite negative electrode. The unipolar leads are of two types. The first one is the unipolar limb lead, this one. This is the unipolar limb lead, and the second one is the unipolar chest lead. Okay, now come to point wise. The unipolar limb leads are also called augmented limb leads. The active electrode is connected to one of the limb. Active electrode means positive. Positive side is connected to one of the limb, and the indifferent electrode is obtained by connecting the other two limbs through a resistance. So first of all, you should be familiar with the word augment. What is the meaning of augment? Augment is a phenomenon of enhancing or increasing the size or amount or intensity of anything. So it is the action or process of making or becoming greater in size or amount. You can say like that. So that is the phenomena of augmentation. So this unipolar limb leads are of three types, that is lead AVR, lead AVL, and lead AVF. So first of all, AVR. The full form of AVR is augmented vector right. Means the active electrode is from right arm and the indifferent electrode is by connecting left arm and left leg. Means the lead augmented vector right has the positive electrode on the right arm and the negative electrode is a combination of the left arm electrode and left leg electrode, which augments the signal strength of the positive electrode on the right arm. By the process of augmentation, actually the signal strength is increased. And whose signal strength? For the active electrode. The second one is AVL. AVL means augmented vector left. Active electrode is attached to left arm and the indifferent electrode is obtained by connecting right arm and left leg. Means the positive electrode on left arm and the negative electrode is combination of right arm electrode and left leg electrode, which augments the signal strength of the positive electrode of the left arm. AVF. AVF is the active electrode is from left arm. Active electrode is from left leg or left foot, and the indifferent electrode is obtained by connecting the two upper limbs. Means the lead augmented vector foot has the positive electrode on the left leg and the negative electrode is a combination of right arm electrode and left arm electrode, which augments the signal strength of the positive electrode on the left leg. So this was the general description of the unipolar limb lead. Now come to the point of chest lead, which is also unipolar in nature. Chest leads are also called precardial leads. The indifferent electrode is obtained by connecting the three limbs, usually as you know that it is left arm, left leg and right arm, through a resistance of almost 5000 ohms. And the active electrode is placed on 6 points over the chest. The electrode is known as chest electrode and the 6 points over the chest are called V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6 at the different positions. So they are placed on the chest, that's why they are called chest leads also. So this is the this general description. As far as the position is concerned, so you see this is the figure where the position of electrodes for chest lead from V1 to V2 is shown, and in general here you know that this is cage and several vertebrae are there, and the space between these vertebrae is called as intercostal space. This one is clavicle bone and behind that sternum bone is also there. So on the basis of the position of intercostal space and these bones, these leads are placed, these leads are configured on the chest of the body. So first of all, the V1. Now just consider the case of V1, this one. It is over the fourth intercostal space near right sternum margin. This one is right sternum margin, that is the fourth intercostal space. Similarly, the second chest lead position is the same, fourth intercostal space near left sternum margin. So one is left, one is right. The third one is placed between second and fourth chest lead. Second and fourth. The fourth lead, here you see that V4, V5 and V6, all these are placed over the fifth intercostal space. But with regard to bone, fourth chest lead is placed in the mid-clavicular line. Mid-clavicular line. Fourth is just nearly the mid-clavicular line. Fifth is near anterior axillary line, and this is side portion of the chest. It is in the mid-axillary line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 leads are there. So total 12 lead configuration is there. How it is 12? The 3 standard limb leads which are bipolar in nature, and the 3 unipolar leads which are AVR, AVL and AVF 336, and these 6 chest leads, 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. So it is total 12 lead configuration of the electrocardiogram. So it was like that. Now the last transparency, I would like to explain that there is a specific properties, there is a significance of the various leads. So you know that for the diagnosis of heart disease, the abnormalities of the heart function, ECG is very important. It is a very important clinical tool to know the irregularities of the auricle and ventricle, their functional aspects, and any of the cardiac abnormality can be diagnosed by with the help of that is electrocardiogram. So the important point I am showing here, the uses of ECG. ECG is very useful in determining the irregularities of heart rate, irregularities in heart rhythm, and if there is any normal electrical conduction, means the SA node is active or not. If it is not active, the electrical impulses are generated from the AV node. The condition of ischemia means the very poor blood flow to the heart muscles. Is it a condition of heart attack? Is there any coronary artery disease or the hypertrophy of the heart chamber? In general, this can be easily find out with the help of ECG. So this was the general discussion of the different leads, their configurations, from where they are placed over the body, and the significance of the ECG. I explained here. Go through the slide and remember what I explained in between, and I will explain the detailed study of the ECG in my next lecture, part 2. Till then, thank you very much.